Oh yo, what is up guys, how you doing? My name is Devan and I'm back with another video. So right about now we're preparing to leave to go to my rural home for a memorial service, and that's the ride we're going to be going with. That's my uncle's car. So we're going to be traveling during the night, even though it's considered unsafe, but we've got no choice than to travel during the night. So anyway, let's go. So now we're just passing through to Trabablas interchange and we almost got lost. We almost got lost, and to be honest, I'm proud of the Zimbabwean government for putting something like this, which is modern, because we all know the trouble we faced when traveling to Masvingo at the roundabout, at Mbudzi roundabout. It was very bad. So we've reached the toll gate now, and this is when our journey truly begins. And this was around 7:30 when we left the toll gate. Now, after a couple of hours of driving, we arrived at Nyika Growth Point, which is about 400 kilometers away. Now, because it was nighttime, there was not much to capture, so I didn't record. I was pretty much asleep the whole journey and just woke up 400 kilometers away. Now, this was after driving for 60 kilometers of dust road. We were now already reaching the homestead, and to be honest, I was really exhausted. Throughout the night, we left around 7 and reached the homestead at around 12 o'clock midnight. Imagine. Also, I was so exhausted. Now listen to what I was saying. Yeah, so we've arrived, and we've arrived. So I'm gonna shoot another video in the morning showing you around the place and everything. Anyway, stay tuned guys. It's around 12 o'clock in the morning, in fact. Yeah, anyway, peace. So this was now the following morning, and we woke up very early. I pretty much only had 4 hours to sleep, but we had to wake up early to go get the cow, which was going to be eaten. Now right about here, we were driving to go get the cow, which was a few villages away. So seated on the left side is my dad, and seated on the right side is my uncle, and we were literally off-roading in a sedan. Imagine. After we reached the homestead, I had to go get the cows with my cousin. So we're now going to go get some cows so that we can just slaughter them and get the meat. Yeah, from my cousins. Say hi to the camera, my cousins. Yo, what up? Good. Eh, pakai dah flat. Yo. Paciru apa foto shoot pani pakai itu. Iji, zuru. Yang ada sih kau. Oh, ini fast. So after searching for a couple of minutes, we then found the cows. And the cows are many, guys. Dude, I think we've got about 60 cows at home. There's so many. And I imagine the people who have to take care of these cows every day. It's such a tall order. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I'm scared of cows, to be honest. I'm afraid of them. I feel like they're a beast and they can harm you just like a buffalo can. So I would rather not hang around close, and I would let the professionals handle the cows. Otherwise, I'll just be recording like the content creator I am and just keeping a safe distance from the beasts. So now we're walking back to the village, and we have one of its legs tied up so that it doesn't run away. So now I've reached the village, and those are the elders sitting on the corner there, and I'm just walking around to show you everyone and how many people were there. And there were many people, to be honest. That's one thing I've noticed. People from the village come in their numbers. They literally invite everyone in the area, and everyone literally shows up. Look at how many people were here. I honestly expected it to be less than 50 people, but truth be told, a lot of people showed up. Now I'm getting a little bit too carried away talking about people. So that's the kitchen, and that's where all the food is cooked. But since this was a big event, we were cooking outside and no one was cooking in the kitchen. Now one thing I love about this room is that it's quite chilly, especially in summer. It's actually the coolest place on the yard, because everywhere else will be scorching hot, and this is the only place where you can chill. But in winter it's quite cold. And those are my aunties and uncles. They're smiling at the camera. I just love the energy they had. They were really welcoming, and they really liked to be recorded, whereas in Harare you just can't record anyone. People will complain. But so that's everyone. Now we're going outside. So right now I'm showing you around the yard and showing you how big it is. And do you see that fence over there? That fence was erected 2 days before we came. My uncles came here early so that they can erect the fence around the perimeter, so that when we come it will look nice. Shout out to my uncle for working hard. So you remember the cow we came with earlier, so we left it here and it's about to be slaughtered. So that's the meat we're going to be having throughout the event. That's some beef, some high quality beef. And within a few minutes it was done. The cow had gone to meet its maker. Oh, tragic, but good for us because we now have some beef to enjoy. Ha ha ha. I don't even know why I laughed. It doesn't even sound like a joke. So anyway, so since I was the one recording, people started handing me their phones so that I record as well. People are seeing me as the, what do you call it? The journalist of the whole journey. The documenter, if that's a real word. So the beast is lying there and they're now trying to untie it so that we can have the meat to eat. This was my first time seeing a cow being slaughtered, and to be honest, I'm traumatized for life. Why would you do that to an animal? Now, Amajita, we're talking about football. You know, when men hang around, they just talk about football. It's like it runs in the blood. So now the men have started removing the skin from the cow so that we can get to cut it into little pieces and cook it for the event. And this, you see, one thing I love about being at home or being at the rural home is that everyone works in unison, in a harmony. You see, everyone is working, everyone is cutting off the meat, and it requires a lot of skill. Now, this is the real reason why we had come over in the first place. I'm now walking towards the grave where my grandpa was laid to rest, and this was a memorial service. Even though he died long back in 2002, before I was even born, he hadn't had a proper memorial service and a tombstone. So this is now the tombstone unveiling, which is happening right now, and this was the reason why we had actually come to visit. So now everyone is gathered around the tombstone, which was being unveiled. Now we were a bit late because we had gone bathing at the river and I didn't carry my phone, but it was an experience for another day. And that's the tombstone. I don't know what she's doing over there. I think it's some kind of tradition or not, I don't know. So now my grandma is sitting on the grave, and I don't know why she's doing this, but apparently it's normal. I don't know.
You have to pay me. We don't pay more than that. All right. Tine vangu vanhu vatoda kuti vambotitenda tendei kana kushora zvirimwe zvozvo pavonga masumukira ako unenge wadi avaita. Tine vanhu vatoda kungosumudza pano kuti vambotitendera zviri pano. Tina baba vamarimbe.
So if you're not Zimbabwean, what the kind gentleman standing over there was saying is that people are not giving vote of thanks. So that's my grandpa's older brother who was talking there, and that's I don't remember who that is, to be honest. I forgot because this happened like a month ago and I'm only editing this now. And that's my grandmother's brother, and they grew up together with my grandpa, and they were best friends, to be honest, until he married his sister. And that's not my grandma, and she was talking and she was crying a bit, and yeah, it's quite painful. But people at Power FM should give me a job because I'm a good commentator. Now that's my brother. He also gave his vote of thanks, and once he was done, the whole memorial service was done. I was saying ZBC or any news channels should employ me at their channel because I'm quite good at this. I didn't know that I can talk for 10 minutes straight, but yeah, it's something I'm good at, and it's something I'm actually. So that's the tombstone, and his name was Edison Mafunge Marime, and he died in 2002. The quote reads, "Loved and missed by the whole family, and lit the family educational flame. Rest in peace." Now, I heard that my grandpa was an educational holic. I don't know if that's a real word, but he loved education, and not paying serious attention to your education could lead you getting a whooping, apparently. Now, I wasn't there, so I can neither confirm nor deny that. I was having some beef and it was quite chewy. I didn't like it, to be honest. Now, that's my brother trying to ride a motorcycle. This was apparently his first time riding a motorcycle, and he had never ridden it before. Good thing we didn't have a disaster happening, because if he was to fall, it was gonna cause serious damage. My uncle almost lost a leg while riding this motorcycle. Now, we had some sada and beef, and yeah, I didn't eat a lot, to be honest. I don't know, my stomach, I don't want to have a running stomach afterwards. After eating, we then went out with my cousin to take a walk because we were avoiding getting sent everywhere like a butler. The people there would be like, "Come and fetch us some water, come and do this." So we decided to dip and run away to avoid responsibility. Pure teenage style. Now I was just talking, and look at my eyes, I was so wasted. Where I was drunk. Now I'm not gonna let you listen to what I was saying here because it was absolute bullshit and I was speaking trash. But hey, at least you get to see my face up close. Now look at that mountain. That's a majestic mountain. And look at that sunset. It looks nice, to be honest. Now people are now partying. Now listen.
Yeah, kuchena nhandu nemari aisobhadhare izvi zvetinenge izvi zvekurekodha anhu. Vanotokukunda kwete kuti vaindi hoyo bata chairosetia kugadza